What's up you guys, it's your girl Loverly and I'm back with another video. As you see from the thumbnail and the title, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a beautiful Easter themed balloon garland. I'm going to be giving you guys a step-by-step tutorial of how to create the garland, so attaching it to the backdrop that I have behind me right here, which is from the sponsor for today's video. Shout out to you Backdrop for sponsoring today's video. The direct link to their website will be located in the description box down below. They also provided me with a code so you guys could save some money at checkout, so I'll be leaving the code right here on the screen so you guys could see it, and I'll also be leaving the code in the description box so you guys could use the promo code at checkout when you're purchasing anything at all on the website and save some money. Thank you again, you Backdrop, for sending me this backdrop frame and cover, and I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I attach my balloon garland to it, and we're going to create something beautiful today. But before we get started, please go ahead, give this video a thumbs up, leave me some comments in the comment section below. Let me know if this tutorial was helpful, let me know if you think it turned out beautiful, and if you have any questions or any opinion on today's video, just leave it in the comment section down below. Also, if you aren't subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe and join the fam. I do DIYs, event and balloon decor tutorials over here, so subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications so you'll get notified every time I drop a new video. But without further ado, let's just get straight into this tutorial. So as I said earlier, this is an Easter theme. You guys know Easter is right around the corner, and when I think about Easter, I think about pastel, I think about egg hunt, I think about all that good stuff. So I'm going to try to incorporate all of that in today's setup. I have a bunch of pastel colors that I'm going to be using in today's video. I'm going to be using it in about 3 sizes. For all of the colors, I'm going to be telling you guys what sizes I have, because I don't have like jumbo balloons for all of the colors. So only for some of the colors I have 3 sizes, but for the most part I have 11-inch and 5-inch for all of the colors. I'm going to be using Tuftex blush in 11 inches, and this will give me like the pastel orange color, because there's not really any like pastel orange. I always have to end up using blush, and I love Tuftex blush. Matte pink from Sempertex, also known as Qualatex, but they now changed their whole website and name to Sempertex. So if you're ever trying to look for these same colors and you can't find them under Qualatex, just type in Sempertex and you'll be able to find the colors. I have a little bit of Sempertex matte green. I have pastel yellow, matte lilac, which gives me like a lavender or a pastel purple, you might call it. So let me go ahead and inflate these balloons, and then I'm going to be showing you guys how I put together my clusters to create the garlands. And I usually use like 16 and 11 inches, but if I don't have 16 inches, I usually just go in with 11 inches just to create the base garland. And the base garland is usually what I call like the first garland, the garland that you attach to the backdrop before you add anything else to it. Before I inflate 2 of my balloons, I make one smaller than the other, and in order to get rid of this cone shape and get a more round shape, just squeeze down on the balloon while opening up your 2 fingers and release a little bit of air. Push down on it so you can get the round shape. So now I have 2 balloons, one is smaller than the other. Then I tie it, and that is my pair. I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 more of these so I can create my cluster of 6. You guys, so I have 3 pairs right here, which give me a total of 6 balloons. So for my first pair, I'm going to be wrapping them. I wrap them around 3 or 4 times just to make sure that it don't move and it's tightly secured. Then I'm going to go on with my 3rd pair and wrap it in the same exact way to make my cluster of 6. You can wrap it as much as you want, but you don't want to make it too tight or too loose. So I usually do like 3 to 4 wraps just to make sure that it's tightly secured. So this is my cluster of 6, and these are the type of clusters that I'm going to be working with today. Oh, because I'm using a backdrop like this and I'm using multiple colors, I don't want my clusters to be too big. So I think clusters of 6 would be the perfect sizing. So I'm gonna go ahead and inflate some more off camera, and then I come back and show you guys how I create my balloon garlands. Before I go ahead and add the balloon garland to the backdrop, I purchased this Happy Easter banner from Michael's, and I felt like it matched my balloon colors perfectly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add it to the backdrop. I'm not sure how I'm gonna add it yet, but I might just use like glue dots or something because I think glue dots could stick to the fabric. So I'm just gonna speed up this part of the video and just add this banner to the backdrop before I get started. Alright guys, so putting on that signage took me way longer than expected, but I have all of my clusters inflated here. I also have these cute little flowers that I made in 11 inch and 5 inches. If you guys would like to see how I made these, you can go ahead and watch the tutorial for that, which will be up right after this video, so go ahead and check it out. So I have my cluster of 6. I'm going to be starting with pastel yellow. And whenever I'm creating my garlands, I like to tie them by the neck. You can go ahead and use fishing line and 260s if you want to, but I like to just go ahead and tie them by the neck. So all I do is just search for the stretchiest neck in my cluster, and these are what I call the neck. So I just search for the stretchiest one and tie it to another neck in the other cluster. It's not the easiest thing to do, so I would suggest using fishing line or 260s. Matter of fact, my next tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys a different way to make your garlands. I haven't done like a 260 or a fishing line garland in a while, so the next tutorial, I got y'all. So that's all I'm going to be doing, just attaching the clusters by the neck one at a time. That larger balloon right there in the cluster, that's a 17 inch. Sempertex don't usually come with like 16 inches, so that's why I usually just do the one size when I'm using Sempertex. It's 6. They have, I think they do have like 19 inches. I'm not sure, but I know that they have 11 inches and they have jumbo balloons. I have some jumbo balloons that I might be incorporating in today's tutorial, but for the most part, I'm only going to be using 11-inch balloons for the Sempertex brand. Alright y'all, so the backdrop is fabric, so I'm going to be using safety pin, and I tied like a 260 on it and created this hoop. So I'm going to open the safety pin, hook it onto the fabric, and then I will have the 260 hoop right here as an attachment point. I'm going to do about 3 or 4 attachment points, and if I need more, then I make some more. Before I go any further, let me show you guys this backdrop that I got from You Backdrop, y'all. So they could customize whatever color that you want for the cover of the frame. So I went ahead and I got pink for one side. So this side is light pink, and then this side I have like a tan light brown, because you guys know that this is a popular color for like baby showers and stuff like that. So I really wanted this color, but they can like add like pictures or like designs or anything that you want on the cover. So I just went ahead and got these 2 colors, but like how convenient is that? Shout out to You Backdrop. Okay y'all, so this is how my attachment points look. I have the first one up here, I have another one right here, then I have one right there. So this hoop is what I'm just going to be putting around the balloon, probably around 1 or 2 of the 11-inch balloons. And then, as I said earlier, I had access to the pole, so I just went ahead and added the 260 to that. So I have 4 attachment points in total. So now that I've shown you guys my attachment points, I'm going to go ahead and start attaching the garland to the backdrop just by putting the hoop over 1 or 2 of the 11-inch balloons. So because I want up here to like stick up a little bit like that instead of curving with my backdrop, I think I'm going to put the first hoop around like the pink cluster right here. Alright, so I have that attached to the backdrop. And I don't want it to like take away from the backdrop, so I'm going to like push the garland to the side and like more to the back instead of like having it like this. And you know, your client, they're gonna have less space to take pictures. So it's just better to have your garlands to the side or like push it towards the back. And I had to learn that the hard way because when I first started, I used to just have my garlands take over my whole backdrop. So I'm guys, so that is the base of the balloon garland. It doesn't look too cute right now, so this is a part that you go in and like add all of your good stuff. But first, we gotta make it make sense first. So I'm gonna go in and make the bottom fuller because as I said, I want the bottom to have a nice little flow. So I'm gonna add more clusters to the bottom and bring it all together. Then I'm going to go in with the flowers that I made and also the fillers and then my props, and then we'll be done. Clusters of 4 and 6, so I'm using the neck of each cluster and just tying it onto another neck because I want the bottom to be fuller. It's better to just stretch the bottom first and then you focus on everything else. Okay guys, so this is how it looks right now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop because I've been adding way too many balloons and I have other things to add. So now I'm gonna go in with the 5-inch fillers and also those little cute flowers that I made and then finish it all off. So I have some clear boba balloons. They're called boba balloons or bubble balloons, whatever you want to call them. But on Amazon, they're called boba balloons. And this is how they come. And I just use my electric pump to inflate them. You can either stretch the edges before you inflate them, or you can just go ahead and inflate them. Like, this is not mandatory. Like, you do not have to do this, but you can do it to help it stretch some more. So this is how they come, and I just use my electric pump to inflate them. I just insert the nozzle right here where the opening is and just inflate it using my electric pump. So I'm going to attach those first. I have 4 of them inflated right now. I might need more, but for now I'm just gonna go ahead and attach these. And I'm going to use 260s to attach these. So I have my 260 right here, and I'm just going to tie it around the neck, like create a knot. Make sure that it's tight. So tied it like that, and I'm just going to create a hoop so I could just put it around my 11-inch balloon. So that is how it looks. And this is the part that I'm going to be putting around the 11-inch balloon. I attached 4 of the bubble balloons. For right now, I don't think it needs more because I do have fillers and stuff to add. So I'm gonna just go in with my fillers. If you don't know what fillers are, they're basically 5-inch balloons made into quads, and quads are just 4 balloons. So they're 5-inch balloons inflated to less than 3 inches, and then I just make the quad. I made two pairs, and then I wrap it together to make the quad. And I have a couple of those that I did off camera, and I'm going to be attaching those using 260. So I tied one end of the 260 to one of the quad right here, and then I'm going to be tying the other end of the 260 to another quad. It can be the same color or it can be a color that's next to it. So since I have green already on this one, I could go ahead and add like a yellow quad on the other end, since the yellow is right here and I don't need too many fillers in each cluster. I like to do about 1 to 2 fillers per cluster, because I feel like clusters are only meant to like cover up imperfections and also to give your balloon garland like some texture, you know what I'm saying? So you don't need to fill your balloon garlands with a whole bunch of fillers. So I like to do only 1 to 2 per cluster if it's needed. Just like that. And see, I used the green 260 and you cannot even see the 260. So it don't really matter the color 260 that you use. Just make sure that it's hidden, okay? Hey guys, so for the final touch, I have some Easter bunny ear that I will love to add to the garland as accents to finish it off. So I'm just gonna go in and like put them in random places. Yeah. Alright you guys, so that is all for today's video. Make sure that you stay tuned to the end of this video to see the full picture and video of how this backdrop turned out. Like, I am obsessed. It's so cute. I'm so happy with the way this backdrop turned out. Shout out to you, Backdrop, again for sponsoring today's video, for sending me this beautiful backdrop. It was super easy to put together and work with. So make sure that you guys go ahead, check out their website. The link for their website will be in my description box down below, as well as this code right here that you can use at checkout to save some money off of your purchase. They have a whole bunch of backdrops and even decor that you can choose from. So go ahead and check them out. Let me know what you guys think about this tutorial in the comment section down below. Like, do you guys think it turned out cute? Do y'all love it? Did y'all learn anything from this video? I want to know everything. Remember that if you guys would like to see the tutorial of how to make these balloon flowers, I'll be sure to also drop the link for that in the description box down below, but you can just find it on my channel above this video. Anyways, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as I said earlier, just leave me some comments in the comment section below, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you'll get notified every time I drop a new tutorial. But that's all for today. I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye!